I want the opening to be more like the episode he's hearing will focus on the Maze Landing Park.
Yep.
But as if like in the series he's heard about the Jersey Devil and the Monkey Man and all of this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I want to give more time to the beginning of the movie because we're looking at like 80 minutes.
Yep. Whatever we can do.
Yeah. So we'll exposition dump right at the beginning.
Love it.
And we'll go from there.
Cool.
With that, look, hey, we have a podcast. Well, welcome to the 23rd episode and the last one for 2025 of the Big Damn Podcast, the monthly behind-the-scenes peek into our production and distribution company, Big Damn Films.
And welcome. In this episode, we're going to do something that no podcast has ever done at the end of a year.
Ever.
We're going to take a look back at the year that was 2025.
Yeah, the interesting thing about the year that was 2025 was the year that was supposed to be 2023 and 2024. We finally got it.
Finally got there.
We are now in the last few weeks. 2 weeks. Is it 2 weeks or 3?
I think it's actually 3.
3.
We're in the middle of well, no, I guess it is exactly 2 because we're halfway through. More than halfway through December.
Yeah,
17th. Damn.
All I know is the 26th is my 7th anniversary of having a stroke. 7-month anniversary of having a stroke.
Got it. Okay.
See, there's some cognitive issue. Yeah. We actually did a lot this year.
We did.
I listened to the last year's version of this as I was rendering footage because I wanted to be like, oh, what did these knuckleheads think they were going to do that year? And it was like we would say before. It's like, oh, we hope we'll get stuff done because we're waiting on Darkstone stuff to get finished. But we actually did we did a good bit of business this year.
We did a great bit, yeah. We got back behind the camera finally. Multiple times.
Yeah. And we got new people behind the camera. And we got people in front of the camera that we've never met before. And we brought some familiar faces back. And that was fun too.
Yeah. Contrary to a lot of the other chaos that was going on, 2025 for Big Damn Films wasn't half bad.
No. So here's the quick rundown. We did the 2025 Smog Castle 37-hour film festival. Yep. We released John's Blu-ray of The Jester from 2017 as an HD upscale. We did now 9 episodes of this podcast with a brief hiatus because I had a stroke.
Yep. We did not plan that one. Guaranteed. No. We did not plan that one the end of last year.
I will say I got a lot of positive comments about you just dropping in the crickets in the announcements video.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Jen was like, that's chef's kiss. And then as part of that recovery, we started planning a documentary and then ended up making a movie.
Yep. Surprise!
Yeah. Of which we shot in 7 days. Yes. Consecutive 7 days. And then we welcomed a few new members to the Big Damn Patreon family. And yeah, we're ending the year a lot different than previous years. We're also starting next year a lot different than previous.
That is also true.
So yeah, let's go down. Let's what do you remember about your experience on the 37-hour film festival outside of scaring the shit out of the guy at Smog Castle Cinemas?
That was pretty fun. That was good. I do remember doing the whole thing with a 4-month-long migraine. That was a lot of fun at the time.
Yeah, we thought you had like brain aneurysms and shit.
Yeah, we thought I was going to have the stroke or something.
Right?
But no.
I
don't know what that was. No idea.
Dude, you're under on a ridiculous amount of stress, dude.
I was under an ungodly amount of stress, yes. Yeah. And I had a rather stress-filled, unhealthy lead up to that anyway. So,
yeah.
There were some things.
There were some things.
And we'll leave it there. But no, that was good. That was fun. I remember doing the scene in the church.
I will tell you what I remember about that
and
after.
How, like, just I never wanted to be an actor,
and you've done it twice this year.
And now I've done it twice this year. Yeah. And technically 4 times because of 2 voice acting and 2 on screen. Okay. Because I actually did a voice part for Carrie's short as well this year.
That's right.
So
and we were in John's.
And we were in John's, yes. Yep. And I did some other work for some of his other. I don't know if that short came out, but a couple other things with him as well. So
yeah, you've had a busy acting career.
I've had a busy acting career this year, which is
nice.
A weird thing to say, but yeah.
So what I remember about the church is clocking my wife at the corner of my eye, just throwing fists of money into the hands of the pastor every time we said like shit or anything else in that church. I'm just watching my wonderfully faith-filled wife just go, I'm sorry for my husband. I'm sorry for my husband. I'm sorry for my husband.
Yeah. Fun.
Yeah. Look, that was a lot of fun.
It was. I went into it thinking it would be very similar to a theater, like a theater festival kind of a thing. But it felt a lot more different than I expected.
Awesome.
I think the thing was trying to take into account the filming, the editing, the music and everything, because with the theater ones I've done in the past, you'd write it and then you'd spend the rest of the time going through, finding your props, blocking, and then just practicing it. And you would run through it right up until you got on stage and did it. So there was a lot of kind of working it into your mind, coming up with better ways to say things, making it more in your voice, and then just practice, show, done.
Right.
This was not that. This was not that at all. Because you had to shoot, done, good enough, and then there was the edit time, and it was like, what can we be doing? It's like there wasn't enough, I won't say work to go around, but in a way it was like, you can't really have like, all right, you edit the first minute, and I'll edit the second minute, and then we'll just zip them right up. Like, it didn't work like that. So there were a lot of last minute things and stuff like that where it was, it was different than I expected that it would have been.
I will say I'd never done a 30 or 48 hour film festival. I will own that. Like, I always found them to be, I don't know the best word for it, but like, it always seemed like a lot of time for very little result.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is I have friends that do like multiple of these times a year. And it's great. Like, I honestly like shifting your focus and not worrying about winning.
Yeah.
I think that was my issue going into these, is that like, do I want to spend 48 hours making something to be judged by somebody who's just going to vote for their friends?
Right.
When in reality, like, this was just fun. Like, it was great to get everybody together. It's like, I function better in chaos. So like, it was my perfect environment, pre-stroke.
Yeah.
And look, there were hiccups, and there were like, if and when we do one of these again, there's a lot of things that we'll do different.
Totally.
I'm super proud of it. I think it's awesome. Yeah.
No, it was good.
I will never forget Bill as the driver, like just watching Bill emote, like, all right,
that was fantastic.
That is awesome. And then I just have 5 minutes of Jen in the back seat, running her mouth about like people from Philly, just to find like something that we could put in there. And then your kids in the back seat getting bounced around eating pretzels.
They still talk about that. They had so much fun.
I'm glad.
Yes. Every time we like hit a bump or go around it, I was going somewhere the other day, and they were just like, oh, "This road is just like when we were at Uncle Mike's." Yes, it's bumpy. We get it.
But yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Look, we didn't get selected. It's fine. We had your classic, everything went wrong at the last minute, and it was great. I'd like to do it again, but we'll see. So then we released John Johnson's The Jester.
Yep.
And that was an experience upgrading something to 4K.
And
then
re-downgrading it to HD.
Well, yeah.
But yeah.
Because it's like, if we're going to upgrade it, why not just go to the max?
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Then downgrade? Yeah.
Look, I mean, we got a 4K version of Redemption just waiting to come out one day.
I was just talking
ready to go.
I think I was just talking to my brother-in-law about that. And because he's like, why did you film in 8K? Why is that? Why did you do that for Arbor Day? I was like, because in 2009, when we filmed Broncos, we filmed in 4K, and everybody thought I was crazy. And they're like, that's ridiculous. Nobody can output it. And I'm like, but I'm looking at technology's going to advance. And I want the Wayne Gretzky, like, be where the puck is. So in 10 to 15 years, we can release a 4K version of Broncos.
Ready to go.
10 to 15 years, we can release an 8K version of Arbor Day, the Root of Evil.
And it's going to be a hell of a lot easier to upscale an 8K version of Redemption from a 4K.
Right. So even then. But I would rather have taken the time to plan for the future than like wish we would have like we're dealing with John's. Like, you know, this was, is it DV tapes?
Yeah, I believe so.
So it was already at like maxed out at 720p. So getting it up to 4K or with great quality and then scaling it down into HD.
Yeah.
The only headache is that it is such an interesting flick that places are skeptical to take it.
It was good. No, I like this one.
I like it a lot.
It's got a great story. It's a cohesive start to finish narrative as opposed to, an anthology or a experimental or anything else. It's got some really solid acting in roles as well.
Right.
Like, and I think, John has a knack for creating compelling villains.
Right.
So I look forward to being able to find ways to introduce this one and more of his to new audiences.
No, I agree. The biggest issue that we're having is just the amount of nudity.
Boobies are a problem.
Boobies in today's environment. Like this movie, if we'd have released it 10 years ago, hot ticket.
Yeah. Yep.
But today's market, boobies are a problem. There's a lot of boobies all over that.
An odd number of them, but yes.
And that's his thing.
I know.
Like that correct when
I love him.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah. So that is available if you go to our website. It's also now streaming on Relay, which is a new streaming platform, and you can watch Fright 1, 2, and The Jester all on Relay. Let's see. The Fright 2 is not on this list. Should be.
It should be on this list.
Those, I just got the email today that I'll be picking those discs up on Monday.
Oh, awesome.
So by the time this airs in January, everybody that's ordered a copy will have it.
Standing. Adding to my John Johnson shelf on my DVD wall.
With the big damn logo on the bottom. Before I had a stroke, we also visited a location where we could have filmed Zika.
What? We visited a location we could have filmed years worth of projects.
Yeah. If we had $3 million, that would have been ours.
Lying around.
I know.
Hey, if I hit the lottery, I'd still go back there and be like, I'll give you $5 for it.
Yeah. Look, and that was, I don't want to say the beginning of the end.
Well, not entirely inaccurate.
Also very true. Look, it was a hell of a year. My mom died February. 2 months later, we lose the Zcon place. And it just, but that was a great, honestly, like, great weekend of just kind of dreaming. Like, that's kind of something I want us to do next year, is like take a weekend. Doesn't have to be a place that we're going to go film, but like, just go plan. And play.
Dreaming retreat, corporate retreat, someplace where we can send the wives and the kids out to go have fun, and we can because
that was great. And then we got the bad news 2 days later, and then I had a stroke.
Yeah. So let's not do that part again, but everything else about it.
Yeah. But look, that was awesome. Like, I got super stoked for finishing Zcon.
Yeah.
And like I had that thing planned out.
We could envision it, like, totally.
That I've got the script right here with all the notes of where things are, where the map is going to be. Like, and then the budget would have been $100,000.
Yeah, that would have been the question. I think where that. I mean, we'd have figured it out.
But it's. I think the difference being is that Arbor Day, we intended to be very much like the 37-hour film festival.
Like, or 6 of those, 7 of those.
Well, that's what I mean.
In a
like
row,
like we filmed it on our iPhone. Like, I wasn't expecting it to become what it is, which I'm glad it is. But like Zcon, that's going to need like 1 or 2 at least named people. It's going to need a lot of stunts. It's going to need a lot of effects. It's going to be a lot of time. And if Arbor Day, the Root of Evil, taught us anything, we need more crew than we thought we needed.
A lot more than we thought we needed.
I mean, we have the foundational team now, which is awesome.
Yes.
And
that's what we wanted to do with Arbor Day, too, was to try out a whole lot of different people and a whole lot of different actors and actresses and writers and directors and all sorts of stuff, and start to rapidly build the catalog of our day players.
Yep. And not just day players, but crew.
Yeah. True.
Glad we did it. A lot of great experiences, a lot of great learning lessons. Yep. But we also have a documentary that we're going to work on.
We do have the documentary and mockumentary.
Yeah, both.
Yeah. I mean, that was the fun thing. I think when we started, having our conversations about this, post-stroke or beginning of recovery kind of time, was like, how these Bigfoot documentaries that make like, 6 figures, and it's just like, this is absurd. We could totally do this.
Right.
Hey, we could totally do this. And then it snowballed. And then we went from, we could make one mockumentary to, we'll just make an anthology, and 2 other, we'll just make 3 movies instead.
Yeah, it's why are we telling somebody else's ghost story? Let's make our own.
Yep.
And then went from there.
Yep. frantic Google searching for what holiday doesn't have our horror theme.
Yeah, and we found Arbor Day, which does have one horror movie from 1991 that is not at all like what we're doing.
Nope.
Which is also why we have the unique name of like the root of evil after it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then we had a nice conversation with the Arbor Day Foundation.
We did great people.
Yep. And just like everything else we're doing, we're going to contribute to every ticket and DVD and Blu-ray will pay for a tree.
Yep.
And then hopefully, if we do well enough, they'll acknowledge our little project.
Hey, it's just a matter
of... if they don't, it's okay.
It's totally okay, Yes, would it be great if we give them a big enough check they can't ignore us? Sure. Honestly, does it matter? No. Well, we'll plant 10 trees, we'll plant 100,000 trees, and
we're going to at least plant 250 after the premiere. So,
at least.
Yeah.
We will plant a small forest, and then we'll haunt it.
Yeah, I like that plan.
Yeah.
But what else? What did you, looking back, like, because next year is going to be fundamentally different.
Yes.
Than this year.
Next year is going to be, it is, because we're going to have Arbor Day coming out on Arbor Day.
Yep.
We're going to have, where's the wood? Knock on wood. Multiple Darkstone projects.
Well, let's just focus on Rifters.
Long since gestating.
We know Rifters will come out.
These babies have been in their wombs for way too goddamn long.
Yes.
So we'll have a lot more to release, a lot more to do. I think a lot more, promoting and communicating and selling and advertising. Probably a lot more convention visits than we've done in quite some time, which I'm both looking forward to and not looking forward to.
Yeah, but we already know that like you're not required for those unless RB needs to make an appearance.
Unless RB needs to make an appearance, right? Because look, when they need the meat, you need the meat. I love you.
So
it's going to be very different.
Hold on. Inside baseball.
If you just let go, let them go. What the?
Yeah, fine. We'll let it go.
Carrie knows. That's all that matters.
Well, it's not just Carrie. Like, it's Nicole Vaughn. It's like half the damn crew.
Half the crew all, yeah.
Like, to the point that Jen now calls you Lolo. So, because of Edwin.
Thank you, Edwin.
Like, so many nicknames came out of filming.
Yes. But yeah, so it's going to be very different. Yeah. I think I'd like to see how we balance it with keeping the filming momentum.
Because, we're going to do the sequel.
Well, whether it's a sequel, whether it's a Brooke script, whether it's something else, like I think in some ways with the group of writers and directors and people that we've worked with, we're already putting out John Johnson stuff with Darkstone, and he was one of our shorts. But to have something that Brooke is doing, might give us the time to both promote Arbor Day and produce another project.
Yeah, we're definitely producing another project next year. Hell or High Water.
Yeah.
Just whose? That's
the
question.
Yeah. Yeah. Whose and what and how and
right. We already have the outline for Arbor Day 2.
We do.
And Brooke is on board for returning as a writer. I believe Michael Hamilton is good to return.
Good.
As our begrudging park ranger.
Love it.
Yeah. And we can find like a couple new voices to play with.
Yep.
Edwin is excited. Like, Edwin wants to come back.
Yeah.
So, I think that'll be a fun experience of letting Edwin and the team see like what we're like when we're not trying to throw together a movie in 3 months after a stroke.
And taking all the lessons we learned from that and making everything better,
bigger, better, stronger,
bigger. Faster. Yep, you got it.
All right. So, what are you looking forward to next year besides the premiere?
I mean, I think I don't know that there's one necessarily singular thing. I think it's continuing the momentum. You know, it's this whole, you know, going where we should have gone 10 years ago.
Right.
It's not a one-time thing. It's not a one-year thing. It's a continual process. So being able to keep the momentum of what we've done and figure out how we slowly increase, build the company and the stuff that we want to do.
Yeah. So for me, it is just getting Arbor Day out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the rest of it, you and I are on the same page. The rest of it will come, and we're long game, all of that.
Yep.
What the company is fundamentally had a milestone and a momentum change.
Yeah.
But for me, after like the decade of Zcon, and I had this conversation with Daniel Mascarella a while ago when I was helping out a short that Justin was on, that our friend Tara did, called Strangle of Ivy. And he's just like, you just need to get something finished.
Yeah.
Like, you need to show people that you're going to finish something.
And
I'm like, that, to me, that's once we cross April 24th, 2026, it'll be a whole different world.
Yes.
For everybody that wonders if I can still do this. So, that being said, super excited. I'm looking forward to everywhere that we can take it. I'm looking forward to experiencing a Browncoats Redemption like promotional stuff.
Yeah,
like for a original piece, the same way we did for a fan film.
Yeah.
I do want to go take a trip up to Arby's.
There's actually one on the way up to my mother's.
Yeah, that's the one that's exactly halfway to Red Bank. It's 30 minutes away from Smod Castle. Nice. I've already planned out our premiere food.
That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, but I feel like here, this will be the Patreon exclusive conversation.
Hey, podcast listener. If you're hearing this, you're only getting part of the story. Our Patreon members get exclusive early access to live recordings, bonus content, and the full unedited version of this podcast. Join us at patreon.com/BigDamnFilms and be part of the Big Damn story.
And if you didn't hear that story, that means you're not a Patreon member, which means they'll become a Patreon member for only $3 a month. You could
less than a coffee in DC.
Less than a coffee in DC. Jesus, it's actually less than the tolls around New Jersey at some places. But I think that's a good place to close it.
Yeah. Yeah. Lots we got accomplished and lots to come. And that's it for 2025 for the Big Damn Podcast. Huge shout out as always to DJ Zafer for creating our theme music.
Before we wrap things up, let's give a huge Big Damn Patreon high five to our amazing supporters. Shout out to Amy Hassa and Bill Farrow and the Big Damn Hoodie tier. We have a lot more people in the high five tier this month.
Yeah.
Ashley, Heather Ackroyd, John Hina, Lauren Budd, Nicole Vaughn, who is Haley, our FX person's mom, Samuel and Stephen Woods, and then last but not least, our free tier supporters, Catherine Holder, Scott Reed, and Victoria McBride. Steelheart is no longer part of the group. His profile is gone. You guys keep the lights on and the dream alive, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. If you'd like to join the crew and help us keep making indie magic, head over to Patreon, pick the tier that feels right for you. Even the smallest bit of support goes a long way. Hey, maybe the next time we do one, we could even make a crew tier. couple $100, come actually be crew for a day.
Yeah. That'll be, let's do that for 2026. We'll do a new tier.
2026, we'll do a new Patreon tier whenever we're going to go ahead and film whatever we film next. And support that tier, and you can come on as crew for a day or two, or we'll figure something out.
You can come out as long as you want.
There you go. But make sure you subscribe to the show, follow us on social media, keep an eye out for more behind-the-scenes peeks of what's coming next and what we're actively promoting from Big Damn Films.
And as always, thanks for listening, and keep telling your big damn story.